just what suddenly what just got side down.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. So Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Give me a moment. Wait, what? Finally got the PS2. Nice. Also, welcome, Raven Martyr. And let me put my thing on. Oh, all right. So what games are you gonna be playing with the PS2 emulator? Let me turn this off. And also, we're gonna be playing Snowbreak today. It's been a little while since I played this one. I don't think I've mostly been doing Wuthering Waves and Genshin, but I do feel like I've been doing those ones more than Snowbreak. Though, to be fair, the game I play the most right now is definitely Nikke. I play that at night, though. Like, as I lay in bed, since I play it on the mobile. Got my ass handed to by Thomas Jaspers. And Tom and Jerry War on Whiskers. Tom and Jerry War on Whiskers. This is excuse me, this is a PS2 game? Am I hearing Tom and Jerry War on Whiskers is a PS2 game that you're playing? And who is Thomas Jasper?
The flow of mana. Adjutant, want to study a new spellbook with me?
This. Oh. And beat the first race of Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, and yes. Well, congrats on beating the first race of Midnight Club 3. And thank you, I just want to make sure, I'm glad I got that right at least. You know, I've never played a Tom and Jerry. Tom's full name. Ah, okay, I did not even realize that was his full name. You know what? I didn't even know Tom and Jerry had a video game. So we've got a preview here. And it's Sophie. We meet again, Adjutant. What appeared before me was a video feed, blurred to the point of distortion. From the image alone, it was impossible to tell where Sophie, the one who had initiated the call, was currently located. 2 months ago, before the fields of Yaris were scorched by fire, before my final battle with Rosen, or Sisyphus, had even begun. Huh. This is honestly news to me. I feel like maybe I missed out on something, because Tom and Jerry, the cartoons were like my childhood, or part of my childhood at least. I used to watch them like, not a lot, but I would watch them relatively frequently. So knowing now that there are video games out there and I just had no idea, kind of sad. She had traded a secret for her freedom.
I'd like to strike a deal with you too. Will you hear me out? I can tell you what I learned from Etta. Secrets about manifestations.
Right, and this is a flashback of what happened during our, during the time where we finally killed Rosen. I'm gonna say she was a tough one. What are you asking for in return?
My freedom. That's the price for the secret.
Yep, Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, Ren and Stimpy, Cat Dog, what else there was? Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was a big one. Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. Those are the cartoons that I grew up with back on Cartoon Network. Never really watched Speed Racer. That was more something my mom watched that. But I was more Pokemon at that time.
But I can only tell you after I've left.
And now, it was clear that Sophie believed the moment had finally arrived. After a few crisp keystrokes, Fritzia and Mauser looked up at the same time, their gazes shifting from the screen to me. When I met their eyes, Fritzia's lips curled as she gave me a small gesture that said we were all set. They had already launched the tracking protocol. It was only a matter of time before we pinned down Sophie's location. Rather than trust the words of this so-called follower of Edda, I saw her as bait the enemy had cast. To loose a few strands, cast a loose thread from their web of schemes. Cat's here, by the way. Here you go, kiddo. We'll flip you on back this way. Ooh, there you go. Also, some water for you. If you... Mom has the complete series of Samurai Jack DBZ Speed Racer. Wow. Damn! Don't tell me she also has the original Macross series. And as long as that thread remained in my grasp, I could keep pulling and tracking until every one of Edda's plans is unraveled. I hope my call isn't too presumptuous. Say what you've come to say. We're not close enough for small talk. Damn, being short with her, but I don't blame the adjutant. I don't really trust Sophie either. I have no idea what this woman is thinking. Oh, thank you for the kisses. The veil over Sophie's head hid most of her face, leaving her expression unreadable. Yet as my words faded... Ooh, your tail's getting all wet, kid. She didn't get into Macross... Oh my god. He's a Chicagoan, raised but Iowa-born. So Chicago-raised, Iowa-born. Got it. But what does that have to do with not getting into Macross? Yet as my words faded, I could sense a faint smile taking shape. The gentle curve of her lips seemed to draw us closer, compelling like her song. You spared me before, so I will honor our agreement and share the secret with you. That secret is, manifestations can evolve again. Evolve again? How? I feel like this isn't really a big secret. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this feels like a weak secret to me. I am afraid that's where our deal ends, Mr. Adjutant. But what you're asking I can tell you all of it. Not just how it works, but what new powers I have gained from it. All I ask is that you lend me some aid. Yuri, what's up, man? How are you doing? How was your weekend? And you can't stay too long. Damn, okay. Just stay for as long as you can. If nothing else, you can enjoy how cute my cat is in his little carrier. He's just licking himself. What kind of helped you? Also, we're playing Snowbreak today. I don't know if you can tell. She paused. Behind her, the muffled sound of waves rolled in. Back in Yaris, I began to understand how you think. I kind of miss having to do all the talking myself. Back in the day when they didn't have any voice acting for this, I was the one doing all the talking. And then they got voices, and so I only had to say the adjutant's lines and the actual text. Oh man. Work's getting busy then. Good luck, man. Humanity has its fate, its fight. We'll find the answer ourselves. Right, this is what the adjutant said to Sophie a long time ago. Oh, gotcha. Okay. You're on this. Okay, yeah. So, and it's not your day off now. Or you're doing something for work that you normally wouldn't do. I'll make sure of it. That the answer is what humanity's looking for. Not Edda's. Not any single person's. Not Rosen's. Not mine. Something you can... Is it something you're okay sharing, or is it something you'd rather keep to yourself, or something you have to keep to yourself? And now, I implore you to hear my thoughts. More work, gotcha. And that makes sense. We all do what we can to get more money. It's a sad thing about living in a society is we sort of need it. Raven, please don't do something that would get you in trouble on my account. I do appreciate you being here, but I do not want you getting in trouble with management. If you have to put the phone away, please do. Be safe. Though if you feel like you can stay on, you're more than welcome to be here. I'm assuming a lot of people have been using their phones at work, though. Her smile faded, and her voice grew solemn. Javosis has already driven humanity down a path of pain and despair. With death looming above them, and civilization on the brink of extinction, they won't find the answer as you believe. Rather, they'll lose themselves. So Sophie is saying that humanity is fucked. To offer them a false promise is to deny them the right to be saved, the right to be protected. That's exactly how it is. You know, it's sort of like how when I was a child, I wanted nothing more to be an adult. I had all the time in the world, but none of the money necessary to do the things I wanted to do. And now that I'm an adult, I kind of want to be a kid again. Because I have money, to do things, but not nearly as much time. And I find that the more I work to make money, the less time I have to use that money. Alright, so long as you're not gonna get in trouble because of me, it's okay. I just don't want you getting in trouble. The last thing I'd want is someone watching my streams to be put in the firing line for supporting me. It is true. We did not have to worry about all of the responsibilities. Now that I own a house, so I'm paying bills. I pay car bills. I do my taxes. I work. This right here is like my break time. So there are some upsides, as an adult, my parents can't tell me what to do. So, if I want to spend $1,000 on a really nice Freyren and Fern figurine, I can do that. But at the same time, it does come with its downsides. Well, I do have family. I don't have children of my own, and I don't think I'll be getting them anytime soon. Dating is rough right now. None of the women I've gone on dates with are women I would consider marrying at this point. So, the chance of me having a family is at present very slim. Humanity is not as fragile as you think. Mr. Adjutant, people in positions like yours usually share one virtue: foresight. You can see far ahead into all the possibilities in the future. That gives you faith in humanity. But the cost of that foresight is this: the people suffering in the present are overlooked and abandoned. The only reason I would stay single is because I'm too comfortable being alone. Yeah, no, I get that. I've been in a... as someone I've been single for quite a while. My last serious relationship was disastrous. The woman I dated was extremely toxic and manipulative, and I didn't see the signs until she took advantage of me. And then later on found out that she was also sleeping with one of my friends at the same time. Ever since then, I'm not gonna lie, I've had commitment issues. But also the idea of putting myself out there and having something similar, or, heaven forbid, worse, happening to me again, kind of scary. I do have a comfortable life, and if I let someone in, would that comfort still be there? Like, what if this person upends my life and makes it 1,000 times worse? And I don't know. I'd like someone, and at the same time, there's a part of me that is very reluctant. And it doesn't help that, a lot of the women that I've gone on dates with recently, they haven't been the best. I listened to one woman who, when I think our teenage years are when we do most of our dating. Like, after we're teenagers, we're supposed to kind of have an idea of what we want in a relationship. My sister was lucky. The woman that the man that she wound up dating was also the man she wound up marrying. So they were one of the lucky ones, though. I think as you get older too, it becomes a lot more difficult to find someone you are willing to commit to because you are already set in your ways. And the longer you remain single, the harder it gets to want to have someone in your life that could potentially disrupt that comfort that you've already got. Those last few words drifted out softly, like a feather falling, only to be torn apart by the wind. Really? I will say, Raven, while I think it's fine that you didn't really date anyone in your teens, I do think it is partially missing out because that's when you are most naive, which sounds bad, but it's really not, because you're more willing to try things. I think as we get older, we're less willing to try new things because we're more set in our ways. Yeah, it sounds bad, naive, but it's actually a good thing when you're young because you're more willing to try. Youth. Exactly it, youth. It sounds like your sister found a good guy. Yeah, my brother-in-law is a pretty great guy. You know, we've gone out to a Japanese izakaya festival where we drank some sake, tried some Japanese whiskey. We've gone out to Korean barbecue. He's a really cool dude, and he has graced me with 2 wonderful nieces. So I don't know if I can even show you. Do I? I don't even think I have any photos of them. Maybe. Give me a sec. Let me see if I got. You know, you can't really see. Okay, so I do not usually show. Yeah, well, I'm kind of like you, Raven. I don't really reach out to others very much either. Generally don't show my nieces online because there are weirdos on the internet, and I don't want weird people coming after them, like predatory people. But this is one of my nieces with my cat. I visit them every Sunday usually, so we hang out, we go outside, we go for bike rides. They love my cat. That's my youngest niece. My oldest one, I don't think I got any pictures of her. I just have 2. I have 2 nieces and no nephews. You sleepy boy. Yeah, well, and I think I'm only ever going to have 2. So my brother-in-law got a vasectomy, so he's not going to have any more kids. I have 2 step siblings, but my stepbrother is gay as fuck, and he's getting married to his boyfriend. And my stepsister is, she had a miscarriage. Like, she's been trying to have a child, and she had a miscarriage not long ago, so she's struggling. 6 nieces and nephews. That's kind of crazy. 4 from your older sister and 2 from your younger sister. Wow. It's an impressive amount. Are you close to them? 1 nephew and 2 nieces through common law of my mom and her boyfriend. Ah. I don't know if you guys are close to your I'm assuming Yuri is close to his nieces and nephews, since it sounds like you're close to your brother-in-law. What about you, Raven? Along my journey, I have heard too many voices begging for release. They need salvation. They need a new God, one who will answer them at this hour of ending. Newly evolved, and with your help, I will take Edda's place as their new god and lead them into a new promised land. What the motherfucker is this woman saying? This woman is insane. This woman might be unhinged. Holy shit, she wants to become a new god. It's always good to be close to your family. I wouldn't say I particularly like kids, but... And I say that, but literally after my hike on Saturday, my cat and I went to this cafe. And while we were there, these two kids, they wouldn't leave us alone. So I wound up talking to them for like 3 hours as they pet my cat. Which, Daiki was a sport. He let them just love on him. He's a good kid. So as much as I say I don't care for kids one way or the other, I'm probably always been told that I'm really good with them. And I know my nieces love me, and I love them to pieces, so... A new god. A promised land? How are you any different from Etta? Sounds to me like someone clawing her way above the master she betrayed. We are nothing alike. Etta cares about the survival of human civilization. That was the directive you gave her from the start. What I care about is the happiness of the people. Simple meals, quiet lives, all the small, ordinary joys Javosis has crushed. I'll give them back to humanity. At those words, Sophie strained to hold on to her usual calm, but the tremor in her body and her whitening knuckles betrayed her. Even the usual aura of compassion and divinity around her dimmed beneath the intensity of her conviction. Oh, that's crazy. See that? I'm an introvert. I like being with people, but I have this social battery, and once that battery is done, I need to go back home, and I need to avoid people, and you probably won't see me for a couple of days. Like, literally, my parents and my sister and brother-in-law, they're always talking on, like, our group chat, and I don't say anything for, like, weeks. It's gotten to the point where it's so bad that when I actually call my mom for anything, she immediately assumes something is wrong. Grandma is one of 9 kids. 9 kids! What the fuck? And your mom is one of 36 grand... Holy shit, dude. That's a big family. That's a big family. Are you Italian by any chance? I've always been told that Italians have, like, really big families. But Yuri, it's impressive that you can fit into, any group. Also, glad I got that. Yep and no. Yes, no. Yep, no. What? I mean, that's just what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. I've heard that Italians have big families, and I've heard that Mexican families are also really big. But it's not as though I have any actual evidence supporting that. It's just what I've heard. Mulatto. You've got to be joking. On the contrary, I will prove my choice was right. Please, witness it with your own eyes. Her words cut me off, and the image on the screen snapped from a blur into sharp focus, as if a chess piece had suddenly come to life. Yeah, I think as you become an adult, you begin to realize what sort of crowd you fit in with best or what you like best. And so you become a lot more selective about who you are willing to share your time with, especially because you begin to realize the importance of time. Don't know who left-hand base Manker is, but yeah. Yeah, well, and I think a lot of it is about finding people you are comfortable being around. Not just finding people you're comfortable being around, but finding people you're comfortable being yourself around. Like, I'm a nerd. I'm a weebish nerd who likes ecchi anime. So a lot of my friends, they're very similar. And we talk about waifus and we trash talk each other's favorite waifus, and we talk about the video games we're playing, the stories we're reading. We enjoy playing games. But we share a lot of other similarities too. Nice. You know what? It's good to have people at work that you can be close with. I think if you don't have any friends in your workforce, work is very hard. No, I've not, but we're watching the preview right now. After a brief burst of static. Oh no, I think I did watch it. Yes. But we can watch it again. Only our heavy breathing lingered in the command room. Until Freetia carefully broke the silence. Looks like Sophie ended the call herself. Doesn't matter. Mauser and I already have her location. Target just crossed into Ulster. Looks like she's heading for Lucellin. Nya. Mauser's like one of the few characters I don't want to try and voice the lines of, because she does the Nya, and I can't do that very well. Ulster lay northwest of home, a region made up of 4 sprawling metro areas. Lucellin was one of them. Cathode Technologies, a major partner of Yggdrasil, also had its headquarters there. European background and African. So, African European. Biological father is a descent. Wow, that's impressive. What country is the African royalty that your father's descended from? Your mom's father is descended from. I don't know if that's the correct way to put it. I don't know much about Africa, to be honest. Mauser tapped a finger lightly against her lower lip, a trace of uncertainty in her eyes. Even her ears gave a small twitch. And it's not just you. All this information came to us far too easily. It's obvious we're being led. She had called us, given away her location, and even hinted that her alliance with Etta wasn't as unshakable as I once thought. If Lucellin was the stage she had proven to choose her ideals, then all these deliberate signals added up to an invitation, bait, drawing me into her game. Huh. So you mean Sophie gave that intel away on purpose? Oof. And here I was, deploying my fleshly upgraded system for it. Bit of a waste, isn't it? I also don't necessarily like doing Freetia because she got the British accent and I can't do that. It's hardly a waste. I'm sure it'll come in handy again. As I comforted Freetia, I brushed my fingers gently against her cheek. Her pale skin, dark circles aside, took on a faint blush. Yeah, something I've noticed, Yuri, is that there's an old saying that you can never please everybody, so you shouldn't try. And I think in the same way, not everybody is going to like you. Sometimes it might just be as simple as your personality. Like, you don't, even if you share some similarities, maybe your personality doesn't mesh with theirs, or maybe for whatever reason you're too similar, and so you guys clash. So as an adult, I think you're doing the right thing by just avoiding them. It's adding unnecessary stress to your life does not give you anything other than stress, is what I've realized. Don't know, since we haven't done a DNA ancestry, but he was brought to the U.S. against his will, renamed to the plantation. Well, fuck, man, dude, that's crazy. So, basically, like African royalty that was enslaved. That's an insane ancestry. Yeah, that's like me with my stepmom. I don't dislike my stepmom, and I think we get along fine. But, she holds a lot of opinions that I don't agree with, like political opinions that I don't agree with. But whenever she says something, and I don't agree with it, say anything. I smile, I nod, and we move along. Even brilliant researchers hang on, need a good rest, or there's something you shouldn't say aloud to avoid creating rifts in the... Yes, this is true. Especially when especially when it's gonna make it worse rather than better. And I do think that a lot of the times, people tend to run their mouths. I've noticed that sometimes when people disagree with someone, they have to let the other person know. But I think in some cases, it's better to just not say anything. Also, welcome, Maheen. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Great-grandfather was a water boy for a Confederate Texas unit during the Civil War. Wow. No, I would say the African royalty is still more insane history than your grandmother's mom. Though being a water boy for the Confederate Texas unit is still also pretty crazy. And to think, somehow your two families came together. The 1.2 inches of height you worked so hard to gain last year might just shrink right back. Shrink? No way. All right, we're totally fucking with her. There's no way. Height doesn't shrink, does it? Should I be worried? I know it shrinks when you get like really old, but that's because you get like a stoop to your back. Second, you guys. All right, I'll start going to bed on time. Good night. Solving the tricky problem for the tracking system's next upgrade can wait. That's right, Freetia. Don't jeopardize your height for this. Out like a light. Oh damn, you downloaded Elden Ring? That's a good one. That's the only Souls game I've ever actually beaten, by the way. Elden Ring. I've not beaten any other Souls-like game ever. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Haven't beaten a single one. But I beat Elden Ring. Elden Ring's amazing. Probably one of my favorite games of all time right now. Easy. Kiddo. Back to bed. Go back to bed. By the way, yes. I always go for Ronnie. Yeah, I always do Ronnie's ending. I am a Ronnie simp. I don't care about the others. Don't care about no one else. Ronnie is my queen. Also Elden Ring. The DLC was crazy. I'm just gonna I'm gonna say it. The fighting Mikola, fucking wild. Like with Radon as like his familiar or whatever. That was insane. Like I did not expect it. Especially since Mikola is like he was supposed to be like the, I don't know if the golden child's quite the right word, but he was basically like the purest of them all. So the fact that we had to fight him was totally unexpected for me. I officially bought a gaming laptop. Nice. So, Maheen, what are the specs on your gaming laptop? Met his wife in Louisiana after stopping the plantation owner's wife, chasing his wife. That's a crazy story too. I just read that, Raven. That's an insane story. Hang on, let me adjust this really quickly. I use a headset so I actually hear myself speaking, while everybody else hears me through this. Yeah, airflow is very important for a gaming laptop. I don't think they actually have like a great an RTX 5050. Holy shit, that's good. I've got a 4080 Super, so 5050 is amazing. Yeah, well, and I think laptops, they don't have ways to properly ventilate. Like, you know, with the gaming PC that I've got, like it's got it's fans, and then there's like the ventilation shafts to keep it cool. Oh yeah, you also you can't change the parts that broke. What tricky problem? Need my help? Not quite tricky enough to drag the adjutant into it just yet. It's just that the tracking system keeps picking up an anonymous port lately, and then these weird messages show up. Weird messages? She nodded, dead serious, though a puzzled frown began to form on her face. Mauser, who had been quietly listening at my side, suddenly took 2 steps back and hid behind me. Her ears twitched, and a mischievous smile. Time change detected. Data update required. The fuck? Something just happened. Alright, we gotta... Something just happened. Alright, we're gonna really quickly skip through all of this because we've already done this. Where was I? Where did I begin this? That's right. It's a new day. And that explains it. But I don't think I've ever seen that happen though. Like where because it was a new day, game-wise, it cut me off. And I usually play at this time, so that's I think there's because there was an update or something. You've uninstalled Arknights. Why did you uninstall Arknight Enfield? You know what? That is perfectly understandable. Here we are. This is where we ended off. Mauser, who had been quietly listening at my side, suddenly took 2 steps back and hid behind me. Her ears twitched, and a mischievous smile crept across her lips. Do not answer. What? Do not answer. Nya. Oh my god, did Mauser play a joke on Fritia? Could Professor Fritia have received messages from aliens? Aliens, fucking really? That's probably a good idea, Maheen. I think with, I think YouTube has a very long delay, and I don't know why. But people on YouTube usually tell me that. Uh-oh. My watch is out of batteries. Yep, battery dead. I'll put that on my charger over here. And honestly, I don't know how, streaming on X really works. But I imagine it's probably not as good as Twitch. While Fritia was deep in thought, Mauser had completely hidden behind me. I reached back and fished her out. She stuck out her tongue, eyes full of innocence. The mischief on her face said clearly, even a genius like Fritia needs a challenge sometimes. Nya. The command room door slid open with a soft hiss, and Caroline came hurrying in. Boss sent me to check on your progress. Come, let's talk in her office. Yep, sometimes you gotta know when you have too much on your plate. I'll be honest, Arknight Enfield, it looks good, but I'm not particularly interested in that one. The only gacha games currently that I'm looking at are Zenless Zone Zero. I've always been interested, but I haven't played yet, but it looks good. And then there's Silver Palace, which I am definitely going to be playing. I'm going to be playing Silver Palace. Welcome back, Maheen69. By the way, I really like that number. 69 is a good number. I'm a fan of prime numbers like 69. Fritia, Mauser, could you tell Marianne to come to Tao's office and meet me there? Roger that. Consider it done. Got it. Yeah. So I really like the vibe for Silver Palace. Like they're not necessarily the story, but like the overall aesthetics, you know, of like a steampunk-esque, I don't know what you'd call it. I don't think it's Renaissance. Yeah, the vibe, the aesthetics, the setting, it looks really good. And the character design. You can say art direction. Also, Cal, welcome. Arknight's Enfield seems like the satisfactory stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna play it. I tried, but my heart... Maybe. To me, Arknight's Enfield seemed a little bit like Arknight's attempt to hop on the open world hype train. So, and I could be wrong. Noms 69696969. Yes. And so we pray. Oops. Tao stood motionless by her desk. The tension in her posture made her look almost like a porcelain figure. She had probably been on edge like that ever since we received Sophie's unexpected call 15 minutes earlier. So, what did Sophie have to say? She wants to become a new god and create a promised land for humanity. I'm not sure what role Etta plays in her plan, but Sophie seems to think I'm someone she can win over. And we're going right to a flashback. On the contrary, I will prove my choice was right. And how does she intend to prove herself? No idea. Maybe I'll find out once I get to Lucellin. Learning have DNA and waiting for NTE. NTE, which one was that again? Just gonna say, Wuwa is like that alpha male that existed in Sonic Artworks. You can into any game, but once you taste Wuwa, open world or gameplay. I get that. No, you know, become as God. I will say that Wuthering Waves has done exceedingly well with male Rover's storyline as far as character interaction. They do really well at making girls fall for the protagonist, male Rover. I don't know how it is with female Rover, but I've noticed there's a difference between how characters interact, depending on your genre, depending on your gender. I think Wuthering Waves' only real issue is that once a character's role is fulfilled, you really don't see them again. Like, the Shorekeeper is the only character so far who has been in almost every single update, minus the very beginning when you first step into Jinzhou. Like, but once she's introduced in the Black Shores, all the other characters are gone. And she's the only one that actually shows up regularly. People play female Rover because she's another hot waifu too. Especially in 3.0 PV, where female Rover got more thick. Did she get more thick and sexy? I think I saw the PV, but I don't remember her being thick or sexy. Like, she's always been kind of hot. Yeah, maybe I need to go back and see that PV. At the mention of the name, did I skip something? Lucellin. She said Lucellin. At the mention of the name, Tao's expression shifted, growing complex and unreadable. She turned, retrieved a report from her desk, and handed it to me. In an age when paper documents had almost vanished, the stack of bound pages felt strangely out of place. As I flipped through them, the careful details in the margins kept drawing my attention. Even in the walk, huh? You know what? I do like cake. I am a big fan of cake. Yeah, Cat's done. He's tired. He's sleepy. Twitch ads do suck. So it is unfortunately impossible to remove the Twitch ads, but I tried setting them for the longest possible duration. So, like, you should only receive Twitch ads like once every 90 minutes. And guess what? What am I guess? Female Rover has bigger boobs now. That's my guess. Update the graphics for Rover walk animation is gonna be different. You see it more on female. Okay. Interesting. So updated graphics. I'm wondering if that means overall or the graphics are just different for certain things. Clean formatting, clear logic, and at the end, a signature written in black ink. The author, Circe. In my mind, an image began to form. Meticulous, sharply perceptive, obsessively by the book. She had all the makings of a top-tier intel officer. According to the report, the Despair broadcast sparked widespread panic in Ulster. Within just a few months, people had already begun organizing pilgrimages on their own. In response, Cathode Technologies has deployed personnel to reinforce the containment zone, ensuring no civilians can approach the tree in Ulster. As her cool, emotionless voice faded, my eyes reached the end of the report. Now all we know is the Zealot group showed no sign of dispersal. On the contrary, their activities have escalated, with coordinated efforts being made to spread what they call an oracle across Ulster. In Lucellin, the land favored by the new god, great waves shall cleanse all creeping sin. Only the faithful shall be gathered and carried to a promised land without pain. If taken literally, the oracle points to a major flood striking Lucellin in the near future. The report appendix includes next month's forecast from the Lucellin Meteorological Bureau. Water levels, rainfall, and temperature all appear normal. None meet the thresholds for triggering flood contingency protocols. Let me read what you're about to say, what you said, Yuri. All we know is the walk and climbing the stairs. Don't know about others yet. I hope Tao got implemented too. She's like my boss that I want to romance. You know what? I'd romance Tao. She's definitely the kind of boss I'd want to see in like a hentai doujinshi. As you should, by the way. I did try the drink. It was good. I think it might become a regular. I know Etta. She's not one for theatrics. Then it has to be Sophie. She was afraid I wouldn't bite, so she raised the stakes. seems a trip to Lucellin is inevitable. And your team this time? Right on cue, the sweet scent of black tea drifted in. I turned and saw Marianne approaching from the doorway. At first, her delight hid behind those clear eyes, but as she drew closer, it slipped through, unfolding into a radiant smile on her lips. She had already guessed why I'd called her in. Yeah, she is looking awfully good. It's been a while since we've seen her. Isn't this her swimsuit? Adjutant? Director Tao? Do we have a new mission? Yes. Sophie has appeared in Lucellin. We still don't know what she's planning, but it won't be anything good. The situation is unclear, and her already a step ahead. I need a guide who knows the area. Marianne, there's no one better suited than you. I reached out to her. She quickly took my hand, her fingers cool to the touch. Understood. Wow, she looks happy. It would be my honor to support you. You know what? Not super into old-fashioned drinks. But I do like a good old-fashioned occasionally. Her smile remained bright, her amethyst eyes shimmering. Yet beneath that warmth, a thin frost had already formed. That rat scurrying about, stirring trouble in the land east, afraid of bloodshed and violence. Has she any idea what happens when House Andrealty is crossed? Be patient. Remember what I taught you? I do. Keep my fangs hidden, so that when I strike, they'll find their mark. Right, Marianne's a noble, I forgot that. Her voice trembled slightly, clearly restraining her urge to inflict pain. Isn't she supposed to be like a masochist? I feel like she's supposed to be a masochist. Even the rich aroma of black tea around us seemed to thin, replaced by a faint metallic tang. With Marianne on the team, I am at ease. I'm yawning a lot, that said. So she's a switch? Cal, do you think Marianne might be like a switch then? I know. I already have someone in mind for the second slot. I'm gonna sit up. I left Tao's office and headed straight for R&D. The moment I reached the door, I walked into a chaotic scene. I can see that. I can see that, Cal. No, yeah, I see your vision, and I agree with it. Oh. A few robots were maneuvering a massive hibernation pod into the lab. The researchers guided them through the cramped aisles, treating this relic from 30 years ago with meticulous care. Acacia wasn't waiting around. She was sitting on the floor, legs crossed, back against the wall, fingers flying across her terminal. Yuri thinks a woman who goes S on your enemies and N with you is peak. Is that what I'm seeing here, Yuri? I leaned in for a closer look. A full proposal for a new exosuit filled the screen. Hard insert driver. ML force field deployment mid-combat. Snowbreak Akuma. Summoning protocol. Integrated Rolly unit. There's our favorite meta girl. I'm not done yet. I'll show you when it's ready. She snapped the terminal shut and hid it behind her back. A smug little grin tugging at her lips. Don't you think that's a bit overkill? It has to be. R&D's gonna scrap half my features anyway. You know, the usual. That feature's out of scope. Let's build a demo first. Same story back in game dev. Hard-earned wisdom, really. Been enough into the deep rabbit hole to know. Man, girls who are S's can be they can be wild. Give me a sec. Ooh. You don't get the M stuff? Is that big pot over there one of the features you pitched? I pointed toward the entrance just as the robots finished moving the pod and filled out in a neat line. Nope, no clue what that thing's for. But one thing's certain, I'm getting a seriously powerful new gear set. I'm gonna be insanely OP after this, as expected of a gamer. She's using all the gamer terms. I mean, if they're an N, then they're definitely on the receiving side. So, how about taking me along on the next mission? Not the next one. A flash of disappointment crossed her eyes, but she brushed it off with a shrug. It's okay. I understand. Gotta clear a few more side quests before I'm ready for the main. Because you're already on the team for this mission. She froze, lips parting slightly as she stared at the floor, then finally lifted her gaze to me. We did this on purpose, didn't we? The adjutant totally just led her on to make it seem like she wasn't gonna be on a mission. Exactly. If you're on the receiving end, then the girl's an S. If you're the one giving, then the girl's an M. Are you saying? Get ready. Caroline will send the briefing to you and Marianne shortly. She tugged slightly at my sleeve, her expression unusually flustered. In the quiet hallway, I could almost hear her heart racing. So, this mission's gonna keep us away from HQ for a while, right? I just bought a premium monthly pass. It'd be a shame to break my login streak now. Who do you think I should leave my account with? It's funny that she's so concerned about her video games. Both involved, it becomes S&M play. It's very true. Let me apologize on our behalf to Maheen and Raven. Why? For corrupting them? What are we apologizing for? If anything, what you should be saying is, what can I say except you're welcome. This is the perfect time to use the Maui gift. You're welcome. You're welcome. All that important knowledge you're giving, you're welcome. Life or Haru should be reliable choices. Mia probably knows her way around games too. Or, if missing a day or two's login reward doesn't bother you, Cirrus is always an option. Something else on your mind? She still couldn't get it out, so I lowered myself to her level until the tips of our noses touched. We were so close our breaths skimmed each other's faces, warm and ticklish. She couldn't look away. Her earlobes flushed a vivid red. You know what? Some people just like it. I once dated a girl who got aroused by pain. Not really my thing. I'm probably definitely more of a top than a bottom, but I don't like giving people pain. But you know, some people, it turns them on. Well, so with something like S&M, first you need to have, safe words. You need to set boundaries. You also need to know about aftercare. Like, that's a super important thing. Look at us talking about something that's probably going to get me banned from Twitch. Honestly, the monthly pass and all that, it doesn't matter. What I really want to say is, I'm really happy I get to go on a mission with you again. You know, I wonder if we're ever going to learn about Acacia's past, because I know she was, frozen. Y'all are a bunch of degenerates. How dare you? I did see her magical girl magical girl adult form. Was pretty hot, not gonna lie. I think she's very pretty. With her busty form. A similar warmth lingered in the afternoon air as people strolled along the stone path of Lucellin. Circe carried a bag of fresh vegetables from the harbor market in one hand and used the other to lift the brim of her hat, trying to cool her sweat-damp brow. She finally reached her doorstep, only to stop short. A woman stood on the steps, dressed in a long black gown, hair tangled from travel, looking every bit the weary wanderer. If you're asking about the popsicle that Raven was talking about, Maheen, it was Acacia. It's been a while, Circe. Mind if I come in for a cup of tea? And that's it. That is the preview. Quite the preview, if you ask me. So now that we are here, not sure what we should do exactly. Definitely get some of this. We see her in the dev stream. Really? Okay, I might need to check that out then. Hang on. Hang on a sec. We're gonna... What are we gonna do? I feel like I've done most things on here, so I'm not sure if there's a whole lot more that I need to do. Go get 6 operatives to level 80. Own 6 level 80 weapons. Own 12 logistics officers at level 15. Clear neural simulation difficulty 4. Guess we can try this one. Sure, why not? Simulation rebuild time. Oh, maybe I can't do it right now. The boss I want to roll. You're talking about Are you talking about this? The Ager? I don't know if I care too much about Sisyphus. I don't think I'd want to romance that. Yeah, okay, so that is unavailable. The truth is, you just want to smash. Ager brings me back to Monster Musume and Mia. I don't know how many of you have seen Monster Musume. All right, we've done literally like everything I can possibly do now. That's weird. I want these. Definitely need some of these.
So, this one resonates with you the most.
I do as well. So my favorite Mon Musu character is Mia. Mia is best girl, and she will always be best girl. I also have both of the Monster Girl encyclopedia books. Give me a sec. Hang on. What is this? Hero game. The new Gigalink gameplay hero game is now open. This challenge requires operatives to work together to defeat 3 powerful enemies in a row in order. Sure, why not? Why not? Start matching. Ready. I'm gonna say Arachne. Arachnera.
Eyes on me already. Good.
um,
Let's keep it that way.
who's the horse?
Don't worry.
The centaur?
Nothing gets past me. No matter how relaxed I am.
God, it's been so long since I've actually watched that. Chaos Shockwave. Where'd Lou it? Chaos Shockwave. Toss counterattack. Made of fire. There you go.
Now this is a bullet storm.
Miss Smith? What? No. In an anime about monster girls, your favorite is the human? What? I'm glad I got the monster girl right at least.
You really want to stand in my crosshairs? Now this is getting interesting. Eat lead. That was your best shot. Now this is a bullet storm.
I feel like I've gotten a measure of the kind of women that you go for.
Now this is a bullet storm.
So Bai Ji or Chang Li? Which one do you think?
Are the real prize to the mission?
A good question. Chang Li. I'm literally just shooting in the dark right now. In Yinland. Both. Both is a good answer. You know what? I'm as a harem author, I'm always the type who, when you give me that question, I say, why not just choose all of them? Why not just choose all of them? Oh, we got another Katya in the house. You know, is it just me, or does this other Katya's boobs not look nearly as big? It's not just me, right? She's definitely received a upgrade in this one. You know, it's like that it might be the outfit, but I think the model in general is bustier in this one. U.S. server?
Eyes on me already.
North America?
Good. Let's keep it that way. You really want to stand in my crosshairs? finish this in one go.
No language barrier, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, can't co-op. I do think that's one of the few annoying things about servers is you can't co-op with people who are not in your server.
Let's finish this in one go.
Aisha needs to get healed. There. That was easy.
You are the real prize to the mission.
I didn't do very good, though. This Katya did killer. Got the least amount of kills there. Gonna start matching. What does it mean when they say deployed? Like Acacia is deployed? About to start. There we go.
Less to wear means I can get much closer to you, darling.
That's right. Less to wear means getting closer. I approve of this message. Using a standard skill or support skill? No. Yeah, okay.
Now this is a bullet.
Okay.
You really want to stand in my crosshairs? Now this is a bullet storm. Darling.
Damn,
now
that was really
you're
it.
my marked prey.
I didn't do good at all that time. I don't know why it keeps muting me. This is ridiculous. I swear I don't press this little unmute button. It just mutes me. It's okay. All you would have heard was me being self-deprecating. We don't need that. But damn, now I'm wondering when I was muted. What did you hear last before my voice just cut out? Oh, well, it's unfortunate. It's okay. I'm sure I didn't say anything super important to begin with. I just ramble. I might have even fallen asleep for a bit. I feel like the combination of having sleep apnea and a cat that likes to wake you up 6 times a night has left me very exhausted. So what were we doing here? We were doing this. Continue to rebuild the root network by increasing the network activity to 2,100. Do this. Go. Please proceed with the quest following the objectives. Increase network activity to 2,100. How do I do that? What is this? No, we don't need that.
Heavens, descend!
Oops.
The power to split.
So this is the network activity. Okay. I think in order to increase network activity, what I need to do is rebuild the submerged tunnel. I think the last one. This is the last one I gotta do. But I don't have nearly enough materials for that.
The power to
A waveline message from an anonymous sender draws you into the world of urban legend, unknown, and anomalies. Investigate them, record them, or verify, debunk them. Present evidence strong enough to speak for itself. We could do that. But first, I think what we're going to do is Signs of Sigil. Because there should be more of these. I wonder if I'll ever get to finish that song. Unsubscribe. And this is 100% definitely a math. That fucking cannot be anybody else. Second row, far left, sneaking snacks like no one's watching. Fourth row, dead center, nose deep in a comic book. Last row, by the window. Zoned out for half the class already. Wait, what did the teacher say? You weren't paying attention. People are already making me out of the... I have not seen those memes. I want to see those memes now. Oops. Today I went deep into the void storm again. That dead, silent void. It's posted in the meme chat. Let me check that real quick. Meme, dank memes. Here we are. Okay, that's legitimately funny. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the weather pattern here. So, someone commented that the storm is called Fern, and it's huge purple milkers on the weather map. And then this guy made Fern pouting. Let's see. This? But now, every time I come here, those things I saw start flashing before my eyes again. I hope you never have to know what it's like. Even thinking about it makes me sick. Are you alright? I think that's the last we get with that. Can't connect. Goes over the 80 limit. It's true. Yeah, that is what I was just doing, was the sigils, these ones. So I've done all the ones that are currently available. I can't go any farther than this. Who Raji of the Black Shores sends you a message. The Space Trek Observatory has been demolished by a void storm, despite its vital role in charting Lahai-Roy's technology, ecology, and terrain. Ecology and climate, its reconstruction has stalled. Now it's time to restore this frontier, rebuild Lahai-Roy's route network, and support. Yeah, we've already done this. Yeah, gotta get some stuff. Well, let's see what we got, though. Because we've got a lot of stuff right now, so we're gonna get everything. We're gonna buy all this. Because why not? We'll just get the maximum of everything. There. Flame. Okay, so we gotta collect stuff. Which I think, look, let's look at the map. We want to do these. So we've already done the void storms. So now doing like the beacons, I think will let you grind. What is this? I guess we can do this too. No way, I almost missed that. You know what? I think I have done this already. We'll see. It looks familiar at least. Oops.
I can fly too.
And I fell off my bike. Ha! But I think I already did that, yeah. Maybe? Or maybe not. No, I didn't get a reward. Alright, so we're gonna do... How do we do this? There. Ah, nope. I see what I did wrong. We don't need to worry about that. There we go. And we go over here. The hot spring. One. Two. Three. And 4. I don't think it oh, it is that. Right, we enjoyed the hot spring, and now... Oh, we gotta get out. Alright, so we just gotta go this way. Oops.
Such is that blessing. The knight's challenge has arrived.
Okay. Let's see now. Gotta do this one. This one. No, we want to reset. We don't want to do that one. We want to do... I might not have a choice. Nope. Okay. This one's got me stumped. Because if I go forward, I'm just going to jump to the next platform. But I don't want to go onto this one, because I know it will just... Oh, no, you know what? I get it now. I get it now. Do this. There. That was actually really easy. What else have I not done? That's the real question. Mecha Scout Trend. I don't know if this will get me mats. Hmm. We'll see if this gets me some tricks. If this gets me materials I need. Might as well. Oh, it's this thing. So what do I do with this? Whatever. I guess what we'll do, we'll investigate the urban legend, the anonymous inviter. Can't figure out what I'm supposed to do with that.
Such is their blessing.
What did I just... Oh. Did I get them all?
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
Oh, I did. I think, yeah, I already got this one. Damn it. Void storms are complete. Yes, the bike is free to play. You get that automatically when you reach Lahairoi. That time I actually did mute it. Mm. This looks like I might not have gotten this one. So I think I did, though. I feel like I got all the... Yeah, no, I got this. Oh, but I didn't get the reward.
The knight's challenge has arrived. The trial isn't over yet. I won't back down.
Wind calls, wind howls. Unfettered by bounds! Last chance.
Loading. Yay. Physical damage detected.
Collapse!
Last chance.
I engraft you new. Loading.
Perish!
Such is their blessing.
Last chance. Sounds are
Oops.
fading.
Heavens! Descend!
Oceans.
Bow before me. This sword lies broken.
Stay calm. Loading. In war with time. This is not the end.
Purge the impure.
Such is their blessing.
Wait, did I just die? No. Yeah, I did. I really just want to grab these things anyways.
The knight's challenge has arrived. They should afford us more provisions. The trial isn't over yet. This sword shall not be shattered. Begone, wicked souls!
Such is their blessing. Terminate. Durability lowered. Worry not. Loading. Perish. Astral modulation.
Crumble!
Such is their blessing.
My quest ends here.
Waves rise. Judgment strikes! The wicked will face judgment!
This sword shall not be shattered.
In war with time. Diminish.
Crumble! I'm
Damn it.
sorry.
Loading. Huh?
Oops.
Loading. Collapse!
My quest ends here.
I am the Tempest! Is this the end?
Diminish. Stay calm.
It is a void storm, yes.
Astral modulation.
This is actually the second time I've done this one. I actually just got in here so I could grab the rewards, but
Durability depleted.
no, I don't think so. At least not to the best of my knowledge.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
And we're just gonna do autopilot mode. Life will change. We can do that one. Let's see.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Disc. Persona 5. Let's see. This one. There we go. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna grab these soul skins. I'm wondering if the soul skins will get me something. Like get me more mats.
The Knight's challenge has arrived. You won't escape.
You're talking about the bees, right?
Loading. The feeling of pain.
You won't escape.
Repent.
For silence beckons.
And that's 3.
Perish.
Loading. Yay?
Oh, projector. Oops. Right, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Give me a second. I do that. So maybe if I... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we do the deer. And talk to the soul skin. That's what I would have thought too, was that it'd just run headfirst into the crystal. So what did we get here?
Hey.
So let's go on to the next one. So you do.
Loading. At your disposal. Astral modulation.
Flood. A mere scratch upon my blade. A mere scratch
Leave
upon
it to me. Perish. Loading.
Disperse.
Physical damage detected.
My blade. Purge all evil. You won't escape.
Such is their blessing.
Alright, we just did the same thing as last time. Oh, the one for the Frontier Project. Yes, I do know about that. I think I got them all, though. So 401 and then 273. Maybe let me sit my ass up so I can focus a little better. I think I've done all the cubes. Just eat stuff. I'll do that right now. Yes, I will. How do I track enemies? So click on the map. Oh, wait a second. Let me grab some of these. Frontier. It. Exoswarm.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
I can also kill those things, I think, right? There we go.
Heavens, descend! Such is their blessing.
Yeah, so I just saw the modified the compressed bedrock rock that I got. Oops. I really should not be driving.
Oceans, bow before me. Gales, purify.
I might want to do that.
Sounding the death knell. The Knight's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing.
Astral modulation.
So basically, any exoswarm will give me a lot of will give me what I want. It sounds like I want to
The
do.
power to split.
Get your ass
The power
down
to
there.
split.
The Knight's
Yeah,
Challenge
let's see.
has
Let's
arrived.
see if I can get something from these guys.
Oceans, bow before me. Vexing malice.
Oop. Wow.
Torrents, rage on. Tides, rise and crash. Finality, windstorm. Sweep all away.
Yep, those also give you compressed bedrock. So I guess I'll just attack whatever I can. Oh, got an echo.
The Knight's Challenge has arrived.
Yeah, that does suck. How much more do I need now? That's the real question. So I need around 1,800 more bedrock, and then 200. I need around 400 conductor cores. That's gonna be the rough one.
The Knight's Challenge has arrived. You won't escape. Huh? True form
Oops.
revealed at last. You won't escape. Finality, vexing malice. Tides, rise and crash. Furious tides, split the heavens.
Yeah, well, so there we go. I've got a few left. On here.
The Knight's Challenge has arrived.
Ooh, grab these ones.
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. The wicked will fate
Collapse.
judgment.
Heavens, descend. Oceans, bow before me. Gales, purify.
That would be fun if you could actually take adult Cartathea or Fleur-de-Lis on a date.
Sounding the death knell. Quietus.
Oh, it's still more enemies over here.
You won't escape. I will
Oh.
back down.
Iron graft you knew.
One of the events in that is gonna come in.
Okay.
So at like a dorm date?
I won't back down. Such is their blessing.
Repent. For silence
Sounds like
beckons.
Wu was going all out
Befall.
with their dating sim-esque plot, gameplay, whatever you want to call it. Now. Man, I think my cat's got the right idea. Oh, those are not enemies.
The night's challenge has
There they
arrived.
are.
I won't back down. You won't escape. Such is their blessing.
Wind calls, waves follow. Hopefully this helps. The wicked will face
Collapse!
judgment.
The night's challenge has arrived. Repent.
For silence beckons.
You know how tall
That's it,
Fleur-de-Lis is?
Sounding the death knell.
I think she's something like 8 or 9 feet. Like, canonically. I saw a thing of her and male rover, and she was like 2 whole feet taller than he was. Good question.
You won't escape.
Maybe something like 210 centimeters?
Such is their blessing.
250, maybe.
Yay.
And we can't. So those things attack us, and we can't even attack them. What kind of BS is that? Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I think Asian people are generally a little shorter than Westerners. I don't know what the average height is, but I think for women, I think the average height in Japan at least was like 5'2", 5'4", which is, I don't know what that is in centimeters.
At your disposal. I engraft you new.
But like, I'm 5'7", so
Collapse! If it's true,
Revealed at last. Gales purified. Huh. Sounding the death knell. Quietus. Huh. Charge forth with me. My blade. Purge all evil.
Okay. So we've almost got the bedrock, but we still need the constructor cores. Like, we haven't gotten a single constructor core from this, I don't think. Oops.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Such as that, leave it to me. Loading. Astral modulation.
Crumble. Huh?
That jives because I think I'm around 172 or 3 centimeters tall. I don't know for sure, but
For silence beckons. Torrents, rage on! Tides, rise and crash! The tide! Ha! The Knight's challenge has arrived. Begone, wicked souls! You won't escape!
somehow... Also... And if it's the average, it's not that tall then. But I get what you're trying to say, I think. This might be Acacia gameplay leak, who knows? She definitely liked this game, that's for sure. Especially if the adjutant decided to play with her. So get the chests on the map. Okay. Oops.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Ha! Leave it to me. Loading. Huh? In war with time. Huh?
Perish! Oceans, bow before me.
Right.
Vexing
And that's what I'm gonna do.
sentence befall. The tides, rise and crash. Ha! Windstorm, sweep all away.
So I don't need that much more compressed bedrock either.
The Knight's heavens, descend! Huh?
Leave it to me. Huh?
Pinch. You won't escape.
Such is their blessing.
Repent, for silence beckons. Sound demanding the death knell. March on! Finality! Gales purified! The tide!
Alright, just a bit more.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Wait, did I get this already? I did not. We can do this one too, because I think these also give you... Module will crack and disappear after the cube block. Okay. Yes, this gives cores. Yep. So we got 300 constructor cores now. Oh, wait, what's that? What the mother? What is this? Are we getting thrown?
The Knight's challenge has arrived. Purge the impure.
Well, it looks like there's a chest right there, too.
Leave it to me. Stake I engraft you new.
Collapse!
Such is their blessing.
Repent.
We have a
For
boss?
Silence beckons.
I'm seeing a health bar up
Torrents,
here.
Rage on! Vexing malice. Quietus.
Yeah.
It's
It's the woman.
Windstorm. Sweep all away. I needed more.
Alright, now we got all the condensed bedrock that we need. This did give us a little bit of... That did give us a little bit. Okay, so this is like a transition arm. Ultimately, it's not something we... Yeah, well, and that's where I'm going. There's one up here.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Such is their blessing.
Sensor. One.
This should afford us more provisions.
Two.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
One more. This way.
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Leave it to me. Stay calm. Astral modulation.
Collapse!
Such is their blessing.
Let's call it a Knight's great harvest.
Bike. Up. A. Spot. Oh. I got you. Just spot. and then you like freeze and you look up the chests, and it automatically opens it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get on our bike then. This. Oopsies.
The knight's challenge has arrived. This should afford us more provisions.
I did not find them all. For whatever reason, I don't think I can get all of them on this. Oh, I am. I think one of them is right there. The red thing.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
I think the other one, the reason I can't get it is because it's locked. I have to kill the enemies.
Oceans, bow before me. Sentence before. Sounding the death knell. Vexing malice. Ah! Furious tides. Split the heavens.
Yeah, well, so you have like this one, which is, it's got that lock on it. So you have to defeat the enemies in order to unlock it. Stagnant run Discord. It's a Discord nest. I don't think that's something we... Maybe. Got them all.
This should afford us more provisions.
It did. So, yep, we're almost finished with this. Up. I see it. Gotta get up there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just like the treasure chest
There.
from the stories.
Oh, I got something from that. And then treasure spots. Track. That's the next one is right there. Up, somehow I'm still here. Oh, I see why. What's going on here? Did I just have a first person? Wait, what? I just changed to
next
first person
challenge
mode,
has
didn't I? What just happened? Oh, there we go. Okay. So if you press G, you change to first person. Did not know that. And doop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There.
Let's call it a night's great harvest.
Cube spot. Oh, right there. I see it.
The night's challenge has arrived.
Let's see. So we've got. This one might be a little more difficult. There. There. Alright. I need 20 more. Next one is over there. How? Oh, can't track that. Hop on this. Oh, and this thing launches us, doesn't it? Yep, there we go. We're gonna get ourselves launched. Toss me! You'll have to toss me! Oh. Am I flying? Hell yeah! I wonder if these motorcycles will become available in other countries. There. Alright, I think that is
Just like the treasure
it.
chest from the stories.
We are good. We're done. That's all we need right there. We do not need to fight Hyvatia, though. Not my goal. So it's not gonna take me to the Resonance Beacon. It's gonna take me to Hyvatia. Okay. So we'll go this way.
The knight's challenge has arrived.
All right, and with this, we will have, I believe we'll have officially completed all this. What the hell are we going to use all the mechanite for after this, though? Here we go. Is it? Oops.
Descend!
Activate. Dalifa. Does that go underground? Or underwater?
This should afford us more provisions.
Hey. We also got a message from Mornier. I want to check that out after this. And here we are. Dalifa, your speech impediment. All better. We still... So she's basically cured of her speech impediment because I helped her build roads. I guess since this is technically supposed to be Rover talking to her, I'll have Rover out. I do think he's probably the only gacha character I really use with any regularity. I am too. Man, even with the NPCs who don't have their own voice actor, Rover still rizzes them up.
Annihilation!
Very true. Back then I couldn't tell them how much it helped my homesickness. I'm really precious. So we're all the way over here. Why are we all the way over here? Leave it to me. I'm a pro at this.
Cherish every gain.
There. All right, we're gonna finish this tomorrow though, cause or later, maybe tomorrow, depending. But for now, I'm gonna finish my stream. Thank you guys for joining. Jury, thanks for all the help with Wuthering Waves. Everyone else, Raven, Hal, thank you guys for chatting with Maheen. Good seeing you. You guys have a good day. Thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it. What button? This one.
Might as well just ride around the nursery and count